But if he does react to it, and he circles like he's going to, right, then I just drop into my outside single. And that's like a real simple entry. My number one entry or into any of my shots is elbow control, right? So I let the guy collars on me first, right? And I come just to the elbow right here and just kind of peel this off, right? I either look it off, so like a 2-on-1, but when I peel it off, I don't do this traditional 2-on-1, right? I like to just leave this elbow out front here, right? So because it kind of controls the whole body. Like I can push this way, I can pull this way, right? And so as soon as I pass this elbow this direction, my single leg or my double leg is open. And then if he reacts to this single or this double, right, he's got to pull this arm and this leg back, right? Then my outside single is open. So pretty rudimentary stuff, but you can only defend so many angles, right? So I kind of make the decision, and what I'll do first is just bring the elbow out front and see what your reaction is to it, right? So I like to just hold on to the elbow and free my firing hand up. I don't like to stay on the wrist because I still have to let go to take my shot, right? So I just bring it off, set this elbow out in front of me, and kind of pull down on it a little bit just to see what his reaction is going to be. If he doesn't react to it and he gives me this, that's fine. Right? I can hit single, double, high cross, whatever, right? But if he does react to it, and he circles like he's going to, right, then I just drop into my outside single. And that's like a real simple entry into either your single or your double. Right, so in here we're wrestling, right? Let's just say you can peel whichever side you want, whichever side you're comfortable with. Yep, right, so come to the elbow, you're going to peel here, control the elbow. And I just pull down on it a little bit. Yep. Now I either have to circle, in which case you can just hit your single, right? Or I just kind of leave it and I start hand fighting, and as soon as I do, single, double, right? So it makes them make a decision on which shot I'm gonna take. Instead of forcing it, you're just kind of using their motion, flowing a little bit like water, right? Kind of using their movement.
You know what I'm saying? How's his shot looking? Is there any critiques about his shot?
Can I listen to somebody else take down from your feet?
Right leg's forward. It's usually double.
Boom. Exactly.
Okay. Very interesting.
I would say and that's fine. So you tie here, the big dog. See, buddy, here's
Yeah,
and that works, man.
Right?
Yeah.
I would just say if their left leg is forward, they're probably more comfortable defending their right. Like that leg might be stalemate, right? Like if you get a hold of my right leg, I'm forgetting defending that leg, right? I got a lot of guillotines, huge varying things off of that. So my suggestion would be to make a step this other leg, non-leg, right? So lead, right? And I'm gonna feel this way and make him react.
Well, thanks so much, man.
High crotches to the non-leg lead leg side because he's probably more than likely not as good at defending that side, right? Because traditionally it's farther away, so it's harder for people to get to. And if they do get to it, it's like an outside single kind of thing. So anyway, let's just go through your.
Yeah, you just shoot.
So square up your stance for me real quick. Square up your stance just so you can pick whichever side you want.
It's tough because it's gonna be MMA, right? So give him your MMA stance, Collin. Go back. It would be like an MMA stance.
Yeah, and that's the difference too, I guess, right?
Yeah.
MMA takedowns are gonna be a little different than standard jiu-jitsu takedowns. I think they're probably more like wrestling takedowns.
Yes.
Then because jiu-jitsu guys can stall, right? And
correct.
No, you can just back away. Otherwise, whereas you can punch people kind of same way as I can snap, right?
Yep.
Whichever. Square your stance up. Yeah, I mean that looks good. Let me see your outside single. So how are you finishing? Let's talk about the finish because I think that's probably more important than or just as important as the entry. Right? If I waste all that energy getting into a single leg, but I can't finish, now I'm just I'm getting cooked. Right? It's like being on bottom and just getting, energy just getting zapped. So for me, if I get in on a double, right, the first thing I try and do is just cut this corner right here and drop him to his butt. So I'll come here and just try and collapse. Because that's the least amount of energy, right? That's the simplest way to get into his butt. And also for me, then most of the time I end up in outside inside control, right? And climb up the body and come knee on belly shit like that. It's just the easiest way for me to get to.
Yeah, I like that. You kind of like buckle the knee.
Yep.
Yeah.
All you do, this guy's gonna be putting hips into you, right? He hits me with hips, right? His weight is kind of even on me. All I'm doing is pulling. And like rotating.
Yeah, that's cool.
Steering
Yeah.
wheel, right? Super simple. And then you guys have seen it, but like I'm here, steering wheel, and I'm just gonna run my ass this way to block his hips and elevate this up on the shelf here to kind of finish that, right? That'll stop him from being able to get to my legs and scramble.
Yeah, we're definitely worried about people just like trying to get up on him.
The only thing I would say from that position that happens to me occasionally is guys who are good at doing that little armpit.
Yeah, Heisman. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So just be cognizant of that. And in which case, I normally just step over both legs when guys start trying to Heisman me. So if I'm here, right, and guys are doing that, I just step over and climb up the body. And that like eliminates their ability to kind of use their hips and squirm. And that's what that Heisman kind of is. So for jiu-jitsu, I think the safest, other than front headlocks, is probably like an outside single because there's not a lot of this guy's weight on me and my neck is not super exposed. So, I mean, you shoot an outside single?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We actually worked on that not too long ago.
Yeah. How do you get to it? Are you trying to make the guy step? Or are you kind of diving after? Because it's...
We're going to dive for it.
Yeah. Well, I guess you're going to be punching maybe, so right?
Yeah.
But like in jiu-jitsu or wrestling, how I get to it mostly is by like this kind of fake drag, right? Or like I said, this elbow pass. This motion right here though, just a step in with my body is gonna make him react, right? He's subconsciously gonna do it. Like, look, he's already, right? As soon as I do this, he doesn't want me to get there. Now this is, all I have to do is I have to drop down into it. I don't even have to penetrate. I don't even have to take a penetration step. I come here, moves this leg, right into my single.
It's almost like you're doing like super duck.
Kind of, yeah. It's like that same step, right?
Yep,
Like,
yep.
it's making him go, and it's leaving the other angle open, right? Now, like we talked about, the finish is pretty important here. So, if I can get, I always leave this lead leg or this drive leg up, trail leg up, right? And I'm driving into him. Now, this is where people get stuck, right? Guys will whizzer me, right, or start putting pressure in on me. I've got to move him before he starts moving me. If I just stand here, he's going to counterattack. He's going to start putting weight back into me, right? So if this guy's got my single leg, right? And my goal, I'm putting my hips and my foot back on the ground, right? So if I'm in on a single, I don't want that to happen. I'm moving him, right? I'm moving him around so that he can't get comfortable and put weight back on me. And my goal, honestly, is to come from here. I'd like to be able to pinch with my knees. My shoulder goes over the top of his thigh here, right? And my head is in his ribs, so that all I have to do is drive, and I take a back step to clear the leg. Reach for the heel. I bring the heel high to like this guillotine grip, right? And I just hide my chest. And you can see like the guy who's not flexible is gonna go down pretty easily.
Yeah.
I would say guys who are scrappy, just watch for the roll throughs, like a Sam or something's gonna roll through. Oftentimes what I'll do is just bring a knee down on top of them, right? Like you can roll through if you want, but especially in MMA,
Yep.
you can bring a knee or an elbow or whatever right down on top of them. So, but I get here, right, and I just come to the back.
Yep.
And I get inside control. Most times from there.
Nice.
It works.
Yeah.
And those, like, what I say is if you get real good at whatever takedown is you're good at and it's almost impossible to stop, it doesn't matter like how good that guy's defense is. Like, look at Jordan Burroughs, right? He's like the equivalent of a black belt world champion, right? Everyone knows his double leg is coming. Nobody can fucking stop it. He can hit it from everywhere, right? So that's kind of the same thing. Like, if you can get good at finishing no matter what that guy's defense looks like.
Do you mind just like taking a look at a couple of his takedowns? Yeah. It's like a couple of double legs and single legs, Collin.
I would just say elevate the legs, just so the guy can't get his hips back underneath you when you get to the ground, right? Elevate and shuffle.
Try again.
Oh, sorry.
Mouth guard. Yeah.
He's getting more violent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring your right knee to his hip so that he can't turn into you. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess from an MMA standpoint, you're probably looking to...
No, that's fine, dude. Yeah.
Like, I want to be here with my weight down on this hip, right? As opposed to here, because now, like, this is space to free frame and, like, you know, get underneath my legs and invert and shit, right? So I try to just eliminate that by shelving here and keeping my weight back here.
We call it twister side control.
Yeah, exactly.
Is your hip on the mat or is it floating?
No, it's on, my hip is on the mat right here. Yep. Until I start like crawling up the body in transition. But either way, this kind of also counters that like octopus guard, right? Like I'm not letting him get to here. I keep my back high and like in this armpit, kind of smashing him here. Right.
Bro, you gotta start doing pillow chokes if you play in that position.
Yeah. I remember you teaching me the pillow choke all the time.
Yeah, it's so good, dude. Yeah.
It's great. It's annoying. Really well in gi, actually, right? It's like more material. It's terrible.
One more, Collin.
There you go. Yep. Nice. Yep. Yeah, there's not a lot he's doing from there, right?
Hell yeah.
And I'll go right from that position and throw that leg over into like a mounted triangle. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're already kind of exposed here, right? And their hips are open, like they're making a decision on whether to give you their back or to try to turn in, pull guard, right? And so as you're making that step, like almost in a mount, I just throw my foot through.
Want to try one more time and call it a session?
Yeah, I mean, bring pain from there, right? Go to hit an outside single real quick so I can see how you're finishing that. Try bringing it up off the mat. I mean, driving it will work, but like a lot of times you'll get if you're just driving into me, right? Off the single leg or whatever, right? And I'll just be able to I'll be able to whizzer here and shin whizzer right now. If you just turn your hips into me, elevate this, right? Now you've like eliminated the whizzer, right? So trap my toes with your elbow. Yeah, there you go, right? And just right here, I just cook people, man. There's not a lot I can do. I use this hand to keep space here, right? So the guy doesn't like crawl back onto me and put my leg down. And so I just keep here, yep, and just fucking move him around. A lot of times guys will get this and I'll start working my way to the edge so I can scramble out of bounds, drag me back to the middle, right? And then just shit. That's easy, bring me down. Turn it down. So this is exactly, so keep your head there, right? I want my head here so that I can, because if your head's here, I'm gonna stuff this, right? And I'm gonna get my hips back on top. And like we were talking about, it's just wasted effort. Right, so yeah, exactly, keep that head right there. I'm gonna try and put my leg here, right? Now push into me, exactly. As you back step, reach for the heel.
Ankle lock.
Yeah, exactly. Now you can bring it up. Beautiful. Now I'm in trouble, right? Cool.
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks, Tyler.